Welcome to Spiritual Mystic. My name is Katrina, and this is your Enchanted Journey card reading for Friday, November the 10th, 2017. The card for today is Coming Apart. And when I first looked at this and meditated on it and really got into it, I first thought, well, it's a continuation of yesterday. And maybe it is and maybe it isn't. Yesterday we had Sad Embrace, and today we have Coming Apart. This card can have two meanings. This card can mean, if you look here, it looks like two people looking in two separate directions, and there's this void between them. So this card could be a message that it's time to let a relationship end. It's time to sever your ties to, maybe it's an organization, maybe it's a group, maybe it's a circle of friends. It's something that you don't need anymore. Something that isn't serving you anymore. Letting go is, we never want to, even when it's something that we don't like, if we don't want, we just can't let go. We're not good at, I'm horrible at letting go. But sometimes we have to. Sometimes we need to just walk away from something that isn't good for us. It's like being borderline diabetic, but you love sugar. That's okay. The sugar is bad for you. And if you're borderline diabetic, you start to notice, when I eat something with a lot of sugar in it, I feel kind of sick afterwards. Your body's telling you the sugar's not good for you anymore. And that's the message of this card. Something, an event, an organization, a group, could be a job, could be a circle of friends, could be an intimate partnership or relationship, could be a business deal, could be a neighbor. It could be anything that isn't good for you anymore. It's time to let it go. It's time to turn around. Put your back to that person, thing, place, whatever it is, and go the other way. Another message that this card can have is maybe it's time for you to come apart. If you remember yesterday, we talked about grief and sadness and loss and not being able to let go of it. If you look up here at the top, it looks like two identical people. But maybe it's the same person with their back to a mirror so that they each have their reflection behind them. Maybe you are what needs to come apart. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's breaking open and splitting yourself wide open so all that grief, all that anger, all that loss, all that fear, all that pain, all that anger and rage that's supporting all those other negative emotions, if you burst open, if you come apart, it's just going to gush out of you. It's like popping a pimple or lancing a boil. Open it up, get it out. Let it just go. And then, if you look at this card again, there's sunlight coming through. There's light, and there's healing, and there's love. And it's all coming through where things broke apart. This card, its main message is this. When things fall apart, when people fall apart, when you allow a bad situation or bad feelings to break you open or to break you apart from something that isn't good for you, something even better is going to come and fill that space. And a huge lesson that I've learned is that when I let go of stuff, especially things that I've carried for years, when you let go of that, you start to feel kind of empty or like something's missing or like you need to be doing something to fill that void. No, You need to sit with it. You need to just get comfortable with that empty space. And when you do that, then the good parts of you that are left, the amazing, wonderful, gifted, magical parts of you that are still there, have room to grow and expand. And they will. When you let go of things, when you release all of this, when you allow yourself to be broken open, or you break away from stuff that's not good for you, then you've got room for all the good stuff that's left to grow and evolve and come out. And it's easier to access, and it's more enjoyable, and you feel more like you. If you need help with this or any of the other services that I offer, the link for my website is on the video, and I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.